Hi data lovers, my name is Angie and this is Insight Bites with Dexibit. Today we're talking about demand as an important part of visitor management to increase reach, get more people through the door and power growth, and specifically on the topic of understanding target markets, particularly visitor origin. If you do one thing to gather data from your visitors, ask them where they're from. Knowing this helps to understand the makeup of your target markets, the diversity of your audience, and how this differs from attendance to members to online, where to target advertising like billboards or mail drops. There is so much you can do with this data. You can look at travel distances or plot it against schools or other places of interest, or even extrapolate with census information to understand the demographic makeup of your visitors' households. The easiest way to work with data on visitor origin is to get a zip or postal code rather than just a city or country of origin, because it's quick and easy to analyze in a granular fashion. The only thing to watch though is in some regions those codes can be very specific and might be considered personally identifiable information or PII, so watch that they're being treated accordingly if that's the case for you. There's so many opportunities to gather those zip or postal codes. If you sell tickets, it's an easy inclusion to gather that data when the visitor is booking in advance, or cheekily, you can even ask for it at door sales from walk-ups. You can collect it from your members. You can ask for it when your visitors log in to Wi-Fi, or you can ask for it as part of an intercept or exit survey or something similar. If you are having your staff ask this data of your visitors, do make sure they're clear on why it's being collected and how it's being treated and used, so that they can be confident in responding to questions with information on hand. And also make sure that it's not a compulsory field in a system that your staff are using, because otherwise you might find that they enter in the venue's zip code or other fake data if they're not in a position to get the real stuff from your visitors, but they are forced to submit a form, so that will impact your data quality. Another quick trick on system design: when your user is either a staff member or even the visitor, make sure you provide an option to collect their country for international visitors too, so you don't miss out on that. My favorite way to visualize this insight is something called a choropleth, where you take a map of your city or a state or country and shade or color the areas based on the percentage of visitors that you get from each region, especially when you compare this to, say, visitors versus members, or compare over time like your high season versus your off season. That's a quick zip through using visitor origin to drive growth. So if you and your team would benefit from demand insights to help get more visitors through the door, talk to us about Dexibit's forecasts, insights, dashboards and reports, including for demand. And I'll see you next time for another episode of Insight Bites, or check out Dexibit.com for more on visitor management and big data analytics for places people love.